To help your business stand out on social media, you've got to consistently share compelling content that catches the attention of your potential clients. But keeping up with that daily grind is draining your creative energy as you brainstorm, create, and share your posts every single day. Not to mention, when things get busy, your content is the first to go. I'm Angela Proffitt, and clients hire my agency for 5-figure strategy days to batch and create magnetic content for social media. But in my upcoming free training, I'll share the methods my team uses to create amazing social content that allows you to stay consistent without spending all your waking hours on social media. Sign up today at gsdpowerhour.com. Welcome to Business Unveiled Podcast. This is the place where we help overwhelmed, time-starved entrepreneurs like you make the profitable shifts to get more done and get more out of life. I'm your host, Angela Proffitt, award-winning 8-figure entrepreneur and CEO. And in every episode of Business Unveiled, I'm bringing you conversations that will give you the expertise and strategies that will scale your team and business so you can get shit done. That's GSD in our world. So get your time back and grow a business that helps you be present in your life. Let's do this, y'all. Here at Business Unveiled, we're all about pulling back the curtain on things that you need to do in your business to help it grow and thrive. And when it comes to growing your business, one of the things I'm asked about most is how to create consistent content. So people have taken note that we consistently create content and show up. And I will say content, it's been one of the most important things that you can do as a business owner to really grow your business. Not just any content. I'm talking like good content, like kick-ass content that is going to add value to someone to help them. And that will actually not only grow your business, but it grows your brand awareness. And really, there is a little secret around creating great content that helps build your business. And it's not an accident. It's very strategic and it is a process. But once you get going on that process, it's like it becomes second nature. And when you're having fun doing it, it's like, I look forward to those days to create content. And so to create social media content and then other types of content, it will actually help you grow. But more importantly, it's going to help you be clear about the problem that you solve for potential customers, potential clients, and make sure that they know what sets you apart from your competitors who offer similar services or products. And I could give you so many examples. Since we've gotten into the digital marketing space, people are like, oh, you're in digital marketing. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of different components to it. And just because we're creating content, that content helps support marketing teams. And that consistency helps create a clear message. And one thing that I have learned is clear over cute. And being consistent, consistency is king. And so when clients come to us for help with their content, one of the first things we do a visual audit of all of their content. I Google their names, their business names. I see what's out there. And then we really take a look at the things that they've been sharing online. And I'm usually looking for 2 things. So I'm looking for clarity. Are they clear? And can I tell just by looking at a picture or reading the captions and not looking at a picture what they do and how they can help me? And I'm looking for consistency. Or is it confusing? I used to be one of those confusing people. I still have people tell me that sometimes I'm confusing. But let's talk about the clarity first, because that's what really helped me as a leader take a step back. And I really want you to understand how being clear
works. And sometimes we're too close to it. And sometimes my team members are even too close to what we're doing. And we're completely missing the obvious. And so when I look at other people and other companies' social media posts, I'm really asking myself, like, is this clear? What do they do in their business? And is it clear what problem you solve for your customers? And are the images that you're sharing and the captions that you're writing, is it really guiding people towards your website so that they can learn even more about what you do? And is your content compelling enough to where they want to click off of a social media platform and go learn more about what you're doing? So if not, you've got some work to do. That's okay. Starting to get really clear on the problem that you solve is everything. It's everything. So if someone asks you what you do you answer with like your job title, or can you enlighten the person that's asking you about, like, can you like solve their problem? So if someone, and you hear the whole elevator pitch thing, like if you're in an elevator and you pitch someone, are you talking about yourself and your company? Or are you talking about the problem that they have that you could potentially solve if you're a good fit? So when someone asks me, what do? I kind of laugh in my head. I'm like, well, I do a lot of things. Like, I'm an entrepreneur, but it really does depend on who my audience is with how I finish this sentence. I would say something like this: I help overwhelmed, time-starved entrepreneurs overcome distraction and GSD. That's get shit done so that their business and their life can thrive. Now, if I was talking to people in the audience that I know that needed to learn how to do better content and be consistent and show up, I would alter it a tad to say I help overwhelmed, time-starved entrepreneurs overcome distraction and GSD so that you can create consistent content so your business and life can thrive. So depending on the audience, we'll change it up a little bit, but at the core of everything, I'm telling you, people that are overwhelmed, shit, we're all overwhelmed. We all have too much to do. Everyone's time starved, but we specifically help entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs own businesses. They start businesses and they are heavily distracted because they think or try to be everything to everybody. You cannot do that. And so how to best GSD, the whole foundation of anything and everything we do is about GSDing and about being productive. And so it depends on what the client is coming to us for or who my audience is. But again, at the core of it, that we are productive and we are GSDing. So in that one sentence, who I help, what problem I solve, and the result that you're going to get if you work with me and my team. And almost everything that you see on any of my social media platforms, it's in support of that statement. So, and we have fun while we're doing it. So you're going to see a little bit of fun too. It may be more on TikTok and it may be on our stories, but it's there. Now, I'm always going to have fun doing it because where I'm at in the place of my journey being an entrepreneur, like I want to have fun doing it and I want to work with the people who I enjoy working with. And so again, like you might see some of the funness like on TikToks or doing dances, like while we're giving away tips on productivity, and there's duets and like there's fun stuff that is within that brand. I mean, even GSDing is to me in a fun way. That is me being very clear about my brand. And guess what? If you don't like my personality, and if I'm too much and I'm overbearing and I'm the orange personality that I was posting about last week, the whole psychology methodology that I was telling you guys about last week, that's the fun part of me. Like, it's better to know now that you're not going to resonate with me and my brand than sign up for something and then you're like, oh my gosh, that person is annoying. They talk too much. It's like, I don't want to talk too much. I just really am passionate about helping people. And I've also recently had a gentleman say, gosh, you're really aggressive when it comes to this. I'm like, don't mistake passion for being aggressive. I'm very passionate about this stuff because I know that it works. And so the right content that is a magnet for your ideal customer, when you put it out there and you're consistent and you show up consistently and you're clear, it works. And it really starts to attract the right type of person to find you. And a potential client or consumer, they know they're in the right spot when they see you being clear and authentically showing up with the content that you are sharing. And remember, magnets not only attract the right people, they repel the people that aren't your ideal client. And that's a good thing. Trust me, you don't want to be everything to everybody. You want to work with the perfect clients. So once your content is clear, you know the problem you solve and you're sharing it online in a very clear way. You need to make sure that you're hitting the next thing that I'm always looking for with my clients when we're talking about content that is consistent. And that is being consistent. Consistent content is two parts. First, it's remaining true to your visual brand and the clear message you've already figured out. But it's also making sure that you're showing up in a consistent way. If you're wondering what the difference is between you and the successful business people that you follow online, it's probably this. They're consistently creating content and you are scrolling and consuming their content. It's two very different things. Wishing you had really great pictures and videos and content to share, and actually creating it and putting it out there for clients to interact with your content. Again, it's two different things. And so you've got to figure out how to show up and to communicate and be on social and share content with your customers and potential clients on a regular basis. And that takes time and it takes productivity and systems and a lot of other things that we've been talking about in some of my recent podcast episodes. And I'll be talking more about that in a special training that I'm holding later this week. But before I tell you more about that, let me answer a question that I get all the time. When I start to talk about people being consistent, the thing they want to know most, more than anything, is how they're going to show up and create social media every single day. Because guess what? We all feel this way. Come on. It's like a full-time job. It really is. Let's be honest. Okay. It is a freaking full-time job. So you might not need to show up every day. And that's what I'm going to share with you. But the key is consistency. And so, for example, when you start a YouTube channel and you say that you have that you're going to have new videos every single Tuesday, and if you don't show up one of those Tuesdays, you're going to lose your audience. You're going to lose their trust. You better have new videos every single Tuesday if you tell your audience that on your YouTube channel. And so even like when you start a podcast and you're announcing that you're going to have an episode every week or every other week, you better make sure those episodes go up. Perfect doesn't sell. Being consistent is going to build the trust and the authority to sell online. Even on Instagram and Facebook, your audience will show up for what you train them to show up for. So if you are posting sporadically, they're going to show up sporadically. It's so true. And so clarity and consistency, they both matter when it comes to creating content that will grow your brand. And there is actually more to consistently creating that content that captivates clients. And if you want to learn more, I have a few secrets. And they're not really secrets because I'm going to talk about them in my upcoming training. But it's something that's really allowed me to create consistent content without social media completely taking over my life. So if you want to learn the secrets that have allowed me to create consistent content without social media completely taking over my life and building an 8-figure business, I'd love to have you go to gsdpowerhour.com and sign up for the free training that I'm holding this week. Now, if you're listening to this podcast the second week of May in 2021, you're going to want to get yourself signed up. So go to gsdpowerhour.com and sign up. I'm going to be talking all about how to consistently create content that actually captivates your audience and captivates your clients without letting the social media completely take over your life. It's a free training. We've got a content creation workbook that you can download once you sign up. And it is our exact process that we follow on creating that consistent content, how to do it, how to map it out. All the templates are there. You're going to be well equipped by the end of this to get your content done, to GSD, get shit done. So if you want to try something new, you can also go over to my YouTube channel. We'll leave a link in the show notes and check out my productivity playlist. And if you learn a new tech trick or something that you've never tried before, I would love for you to take a screenshot, tag me on Instagram at Angela Proffitt, and I would love to share it on my stories. I want our GSD community to see that technology does not have to be intimidating. It does not have to be hard. You just have to take a few minutes to learn it, and it can help you in your everyday life and really keep your life balanced and flowing. My YouTube channel and my social media platforms are a great place to start and follow along to learn about the new tools that I'm always discovering. I'm an Apple junkie. But if you really, really need to know how to use technology more efficiently every day in your business or in your everyday life, and you're looking for step-by-step guidance and processes to ingrain these habits and practices in everything you're doing, don't miss my free training. And you're going to want to check out GSD Academy too. You can go to thegsdacademy.com right now and make sure that you get your email address in there. And depending on when you're listening to this episode, you may have a chance to sign up for the wait list, but we're going to be opening the doors to the Academy really soon, and you don't want to miss out. And I'll see you back here next week. Have a great day and GSD. Bye. What's up, GSD leaders? Thank you so much for tuning in. I would love for you to text me your number one takeaway, any feedback that you have. And we're also starting a new series called The Number One Time Suck, how you can be more productive in GSD and everyday life so you can be present. So if you can help us out and let me know, just text me your number one time suck, 615-527-8755. Let's get shit done.